Let's get started. Start with listening, and then learn new words and practice them in sentences.
Are you nervous about your upcoming job interview? You're not alone, but with the right preparation, you can approach it confidently. Job interviews can be a daunting prospect for many, but it's crucial to remember they are simply a conversation about your skills, experiences, and fit for a particular role. They provide an opportunity for both you and the employer to determine if you're the right match for each other. Preparation is key to success, and that's exactly what we're going to focus on in this video. We're going to cover essential phrases and tips that will help you present yourself confidently, respond to common interview questions with ease, and discuss your skills and experience effectively. By the end of this video, you'll be equipped with practical knowledge to ace your next job interview. So let's dive in and start preparing for that job interview. First off, you need to be prepared to answer some common interview questions. One of the most common questions you'll face is, "Tell me about yourself." This question may seem simple, but it's your chance to make a strong first impression. The key here is to focus on your professional journey. Start with your current role and responsibilities, then highlight your previous experience and what led you to this point. Remember to keep it concise and relevant to the job you're applying for. Next up, what are your strengths? This is your opportunity to showcase your skills and demonstrate how you can add value to the company. Be specific and provide examples. If you're a great problem solver, you might say, "One of my key strengths is my ability to quickly identify problems and come up with effective solutions. In my last role, I developed a new process that increased productivity by 20%. Then there's the tricky, "What are your weaknesses?" question. The best way to approach this is to choose a real weakness, but also show that you're actively working to improve it. For instance, you could say, "In the past, I struggled with time management. However, I've since implemented a more organized scheduling system, which has significantly improved my efficiency." It's also likely you'll be asked, "Why should we hire you?" Here, you need to summarize your skills, experience, and achievements, and explain how they make you the best fit for the role. Be confident, but avoid sounding overconfident or arrogant. Lastly, be ready for behavioral questions like, "Tell me about a time when." These questions aim to predict your future performance based on past experiences. Use the STAR method: situation, task, action, and result to structure your response. Remember, your answers should always be tailored to the specific job and company you're interviewing for. Do your homework, know the role, and understand the company's culture and values. Now that you know what to expect, let's move on to how you can talk about your experience and skills. The next important aspect of job interviews is discussing your work history and skills. This part of the conversation is your chance to shine, to stand tall and say, "Here's what I've done, and here's how I can bring value to your team." To effectively talk about your previous job experiences, start by focusing on the roles that are most relevant to the position you're applying for. If you're aiming for a sales position, for example, talk about your past sales roles, the targets you've hit, or the strategies you've developed. Here's a tip. Use the STAR method to structure your responses. STAR stands for situation, task, action, result. Describe the situation you were in, the task you had to accomplish, the actions you took, and the results you achieved. This method not only helps you deliver a well-structured response, but it also showcases your problem-solving skills. When you discuss your skills, be specific. Instead of saying you're good at sales, say something like, "I have a knack for building relationships with clients, which resulted in a 30% increase in sales during my time at my previous job." This shows not only your skill, but also its impact. Your qualifications, on the other hand, are the formal credentials you've earned, like degrees, diplomas, or certifications. While these are important, remember that they are only part of the picture. Your real-life experience and skills often speak louder than a piece of paper. One final tip: always tie your experiences and skills back to the job you're applying for. If the job description mentions teamwork, talk about a time when you successfully led a team or collaborated on a project. This shows that you've read and understood the job description, and it helps the interviewer envision you in the role. With your experience and skills clearly articulated, you're already halfway there. Next, we'll look into interview etiquette. Now, let's discuss the professional behavior expected during interviews. First off, body language. Body language communicates a lot about you, often more than your words do. Maintain eye contact to show you're engaged and interested. Keep your posture upright but relaxed, as slouching can make you appear uninterested or lazy. Use natural hand gestures to emphasize your points, but avoid fidgeting as it can be distracting and may indicate nervousness. Next, let's talk about your outfit. Dressing appropriately for an interview shows respect for the company and the position you're applying for. If you're unsure about the dress code, it's better to err on the side of caution and dress more formally. A neat and professional appearance can help you make a positive first impression. Now, onto the importance of follow-ups post-interview. Sending a follow-up email or note after your interview can make you stand out from other candidates. It shows you're serious about the job and appreciative of the interviewer's time. Keep the message succinct and professional, thanking them for the opportunity and reiterating your interest in the position. Here are a few practical tips. First, arrive early. It shows you respect the interviewer's time and allows you to settle in. Second, turn off your phone. You don't want any distractions during your interview. Lastly, be yourself. Authenticity can be one of your greatest assets in an interview. Remember, interviews are as much about assessing cultural fit as they are about evaluating skills and experience. Your manners, body language, and follow-through all contribute to the overall impression you make. These elements of interview etiquette can make the difference between coming across as a potential asset to the team or as a candidate who falls short. With these etiquette tips, you're now well equipped to make a positive impression at your job interview. To summarize, job interviews can be nerve-wracking, but with the right preparation, you can confidently tackle them. We've covered some essential points in this video. Let's quickly revisit them. Firstly, we delved into common interview questions, focusing on how to answer questions like, "Tell me about yourself," or "What are your strengths and weaknesses?" with grace and confidence. Next, we discussed the importance of talking about your experience. We learned how to express your work history and skills in a clear, confident manner that leaves a lasting impression. Then, we touched upon interview etiquette. We understood how to carry ourselves professionally during interviews, including maintaining appropriate body language and following up post-interview. By mastering these key areas, you're equipping yourself with the tools to ace any job interview in English. Remember, preparation is key. Good luck with your upcoming job interview. You've got this.
Let's learn new words and practice English at level B1. Interview. Interview, a meeting where someone is asked questions to see if they are suitable for a job. Example, I have a job interview tomorrow. Position. Position, the job or role someone is applying for. Example, I'm applying for the manager position. Experience. Experience, knowledge or skills gained from doing something. Example, I have 3 years of experience in marketing. Skills. Skills, abilities that help you do a job well. Example, I have strong communication skills. Strengths. Strengths, positive qualities or abilities. Example, one of my strengths is problem solving.